Alright, returning to the scene of the crime. Kinda curious if anything was actually done over here. Somehow I think not. Oh, really? Well, I'll be damned. Someone actually did. Neat. Alright, that means I can actually start fixing it. What? Someone actually fixed it. I'm impressed. No, I didn't roll back the server. Someone's been on here and fixed it. Don't know who, but someone did. I've been gone for a couple of days, so. Well, since yesterday. But someone's moved me back down, so I assume. Probably Forsaken. I have assumed. Really? That's impressive. Huh. I didn't know that Dresner 86 actually streamed. I was not aware. That is soon all of well, another one should do. Oh, right. No. Actually not seen that. I don't think so anyways. Pretty sure I haven't. Oh, they broke a spike. Go figure. Alright. Off we go. Got a little bit of time before I go work. So I was hoping to fix this before I need to bail. Looks like that is entirely doable without too much fuss. I was kind of curious to see what kind of site would greet me once I got on the server. And someone spent a nice amount of time fixing it. Also setting up a mini bike, it seems. Oh well. There we are. Well, at least I don't have to worry about chopping away anymore than that's already been removed. Okay. So, yes. This way I can actually make use of all the stone that's around here. Could be worse, I guess. Could be way worse. Always working. kinda curious if it's Forsaken or Elderized that's sort out the shit. But considering that it's a minute back there, I'm guessing Forsaken. Wasn't there when I logged. Actually gonna run out of concrete mix before I'm done here. Guess it is to be expected. Of sorts. I do believe that Forsaken managed to clear away the entire cave-in we had. But I'm definitely gonna need more concrete mix, that's for sure. Gotta reseal the ceiling, so it's gonna take some time as well. But if it's one thing we do have, it's stone. But I'm never ever gonna challenge the structural integrity of stone anytime soon. Because when it first starts falling, well, it falls. Alright, so time to fill in the gaps. Oh. I just heard something. Not sure if it's zombies up top. Probably is. Somewhere. There. You know what? Still gonna chance it. Don't want any gaps. That could actually provide to be something of a disaster. Because I do want this thing to be sturdy. And after all the stuff that I'm putting up right now, all the stone I'm filling in, that's actually what's going to keep the roof in place. And it kind of relies on the fact that there's several layers. A lot of layers. So I need to actually make sure that it's set up as I want it. Else this thing might actually just, well, fall. Just like it did yesterday. That means that this entire pit will, well, I was actually kind of worried for a second there that it was just gonna keep falling on that rock. Basically fill the entirety of this area. Now I got a mini back there, so I definitely don't want anything to fall there. Let's see. Other than that, there's not really much on my agenda for the day. And I got an evening shift later, so I won't be around for so long, but I did want to finish this. That way I know we do have safe parking for our, well, mini bikes. Well, safe as it can be, I guess. Alright, so that is gonna come full circle. There we are. All side completed. Of course, a little bit too high, but whatever. So basically, structural integrity is kind of an iffy thing in 7xi. It is a really iffy thing. It tends to do mostly whatever it pleases. But if things are double layer, if you can't actually put weight on it from before, then you're generally good. If you have 2 layers, that is. So now that I'm actually filling in this stuff, well, it counts as multiple layers. What I did wrong when I was removing all this rock was basically that, yeah, I ended up removing too much, which ain't too good. Suddenly there was a layer that didn't actually have structural integrity, and that turned out to be a mistake. Ah, tedious job. I guess I'll be happy with the end results, hopefully. Let's see. This entire exercise hinges on the fact that the stone ceiling will have high enough structural integrity to hold up the concrete roof. If that's not the case, then all of this will be for nothing. And I might as well keep it open. So we'll find out in a sec. Well, not exactly a second. It's gonna be a while. Are we actually certain? All of this shit. Following it downwards. What's up, Golden Gem? It's been a while since I've seen you around. How's your morning treating you? Well, noon, I suppose. Let's get up a little bit higher. Well, I guess I could fill that in from the other side. It should be fine. So 1619. Well, it's not done. Until it's done. Yeah. Well. Never gonna be truly happy about this. Well, you know what? I'll fill in the bottom crap. Oh, alright. Well, guess you are stateside then, if I'm not mistaken. That is all of it. A little bit of damages. Alright, so that is the base of it. Actually need to grab more stone. Well, luckily there's no one else on the server, so you guys can't actually hear my sneeze. Ah, East Coast, right? Yeah, I actually haven't spent much time there. Cheers for the follow, Haley. Somehow I didn't actually get a notification for once, so I'm actually not sure if there's a bug on my end or if it's something else. Usually it's gives me a notification, but not so this time. Either way, I appreciate it. Might actually want to have a look around the base just to see if there's anything going on. Might actually refill some of the stuff up here. Solar chargers. Alright, gotcha. Oh, solar charger is done. You in high school or uni or? Don't actually see more. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, I gotta ask you, does the stream lag a little bit for you, or is it alright? I mean, I'm streaming to a third-party site, so it is sending my stream to both Twitch and to YouTube. So I'm kind of curious if there's actually a slight delay. Yeah, doesn't really surprise me. I mean, I got up quite a few hours ago, but yeah, I'm still kind of knackered. And I gotta work in a couple hours, so not too thrilled about that. Excellent. What I like to hear. 2 stacks of stone should be sufficient. Dropping off the iron there for grenades. Alright, man. Have a good day at school. Have a good one. See, time is 13:56, so it's about an hour and 40 till I need to bail about that. So I'm hoping to finish up this garage project of mine before that time. Oh, they're breaking more shit. Who knew? Nothing too surprising. Here's some zombies hitting some grass or dirt. I didn't even know I stepped on a spike. Sounded like a spike was just broken. question is, if I... Whoa. Actually, give me a jump scare. Question is, if I fill in all this shit, will I be able to safely jump down without breaking my leg? I suppose that is the real question. Someone right here. There's definitely some dirt being uncovered. Alright, so it's a little fall. Alright, well that looks alright-ish, I suppose. There is definitely a zombie hitting something. Something of sorts. Don't actually know if I have frames enough for this, but I'll basically try. Regardless, don't want gaps there because that's gonna make this life of mine annoying. So where I'm putting my my wood frames right now, that's basically gonna be where the roof is gonna be. So I kinda have to fill in that shit with rocks and whatnot. So that they will actually count as structural integrity for my structure. Which, in theory, should work just fine. Alright, I'll just keep going on this side. It's gotta be the most interesting stream ever. Watching a guy play stones. Yep, that's what we're doing. Today, at least. Oop. Alright, so close enough, that shit. Don't know how many of you guys actually saw the cave-in on the previous stream. I believe it was yesterday. Nasty as shit. Just a little bit too much for me to handle. There we are, straight up. Oop. Yeah, collide with the rock when I try to get higher. Actually not that bad. Do you think I'll be done with this before my time is up? That means I could actually go scavenging for a bit. Before I head to work, maybe, unless there's a horde. In which case, I'll probably be dealing with that. Alright, so there we are. Biggest gaps are right about here, so if I can actually fix this early on, that will help me a bit. Placement of these rocks, or placement of any block in this game, is kind of weird. Yeah, I can even turn it. Not really what I need for this. Alright, well, the roof is slowly coming together. Just gonna put up a couple of more frames. Make it a little bit easier on myself to actually get this shit sorted. Alright. So which rooms I got to get around? It's kind of crazy thinking about it, but I do have about 100 of these. Still might not be enough. There. Construction in this game is actually, well, kind of things I tend to build. It's actually more lethal to me than zombies. Generally pretty okay at surviving zombie attacks, but this building shit, I swear. Easiest way to get me killed. Construction. And this will basically be the support for the first couple of blocks. I'm actually not sure if this needs to be solid or not. Not gonna take any chances on that. Don't want this whole thing to start caving in again. I do think that there was the chain reaction. They did double check on the structural integrity of whatever I was removing, and the fact that I already removed some rock from that area acted as a catalyst for the ensuing madness that happened later on. So, I want to get my shit set up there, yes. That'll do just nicely. I do from time to time wish there was like a magic wand just fix any problems I came across. Like this. But there isn't. So we make do what we got, which is, well, slight sense of OCD. Oh, and I fell. It's actually pretty tall. Haven't really thought much about that, but it is actually pretty tall. So I could actually do with a whole lot more wood frames just to build it up. And dark. Let's not forget dark. I'll probably have reach. There's actually zombies out there. Somewhere. The night is dark and full of terrors. Yes, indeed. But I guess it's simply effect of me being on the server alone. They all congregate near or above me. Which is fine. They're not gonna get to me. Even though they dig. Fair bet. They're not gonna reach me. At least I'm pretty sure about that. Probably won't be able to reach me from there. Oh, still need at least another tier to be able to reach. Alright, so there we go. Here, there's a couple of burning zombies outside. That's pretty much all I hear. I hear some earth being shuffled around, but I mean, I'm undetected right now, so shouldn't really pose a problem. This is dark. Very, very dark. Alright, so let's see about fixing this shit. I kinda don't like the stone textures. Alpha 12. I actually find it to be harder to distinguish what's what. It's very easy to kind of get lost in this stone mass. Yeah, it's gonna be too high. Well. Guess my only solace is the fact that I'm nearly done. Just nearly done. Still have another stack of stone to place, but still. Baby. 'Cause I do believe that all the stone from above will kind of keep things in place. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but I mean, with the caves that you see, some of these can be pretty massive and they're holding up just fine, and it's just stone. So, this should be fine as well. I say it should. I guess it's more hope than actual knowledge. And I will. Kind of curious about some of the other streamers that's been streaming for a long time. I mean, a lot of people that make a lot of cool places, bases, whatnot. And I mean, a lot of people will walk around or well join the stream, and they might actually check out the base and be kind of impressed by all the work that's been done, but it's not everyone who actually sticks around to actually see it being built. It's more like a grand tour of the place after the work's done. I was a little bit tired when I woke up earlier this morning. Wasn't feeling entirely up to the task of actually going to work. But, I mean, if you got it, you got it. It's kind of what pays your bills. At least it is for me. So I will probably return later tonight. Not leaving straight away, but got a 6-hour shift left. And yeah, then I shall return later. So I'll probably stream for another, let's see, yeah, hour and 30 or so. Gonna try and get this garage sorted. Then I'll head into work and make that money. Alright, so second layer. Actually got quite a few layers. I'm actually not sure if this is going to be enough. They grab almost 2 stacks of stone, and I mean that should be enough. Not entirely certain if it will be, but... Morning, Drescher. And T-Max. You guys alive and well? Kicking? Let's see here now. Distant Falls, I'm gonna be peased. Yeah, I get a lot of those. But no worries, man. You're welcome all the same. It's not doing the most glamorous job at the moment. Trying to fill in this cave after a cave-in we had. But yeah, it's actually starting to look a little bit better. And I keep falling off. There we are. I know. Seriously? The best at jumping off shit. Possible to stick to it, I suppose. It's 300 rock. Well, that's a fair amount of rock. Spent so far. Let's put it this way, if it falls again, I'm not gonna bother fixing it. Just gonna leave it. What's up, Tim? Haven't seen you in a while. Still doing good with Arma. Ah, yeesh. Actually started playing modded, Tim. Live free or die. Mod I can't recommend enough. It's good fun. Changes quite a few things. Adds a couple of well, doesn't add any new zombies, but give some zombies have a bit more of an edge on you. It's now 3 guys who explodes. Fatso's a tank. Fire dude can burst into flames. They can ignite you even if you're too close. If he hits you, you'll catch fire. He even has a ranged attack, which he doesn't actually use that often, but regardless, he's actually something of a beast right now. Alright, so it's just another layer here, and then I'm done. Then I can actually start putting in the roof. Alright, that's why I haven't seen you around for a bit. Well, you all need a holiday. Still haven't had mine. Had 2 weeks off though, so it's been good. It's been streaming a bit. Well, it's actually in these last 3 or 4 weeks that I've been streaming that I actually been kind of active for once. At streaming, I mean I'm usually playing something, but not always streaming. So it's been good. Good stuff. Oh, come on. There we are. Actually had a cave in here, so had to do a little bit of repairs to the ceiling so we can actually put in a reinforced concrete roof instead of a shitty ass one. So actually spent a lot of time on setting up everything like it's supposed to go, and we now have a garage. Underground garage, I might add. Still needs a little bit more work, but it's getting there. I was a little bit too aggressive with my mining. That's slowly resolving itself. So yeah. Yeah, so I've been doing this shit for a while. But I don't know, did you actually play modded Tim? Ever? 70 Sly, that is. Because it's quite a different experience. Ugh. There we are. I'm hearing some zombies breaking some shit here and there. It's just dawning on me that I'm actually not gonna have enough concrete mix for this stuff. Actually not. Should have a little bit of sand left. I do believe. Nearly done, nearly done. Well, I won't be underestimating any structural integrity for stone anytime soon. That much is for sure. Basically was removing the 5th layer, basically the layer up there. And yeah, the entire thing decided to just kind of come down on me. Very nice. Now I'm nearly done with refilling the thing, so... Alright. Just the last bit over there. I actually have enough rock for this. Or so it would seem. Ugh. There we are. All done. Alright, guess I need to actually go see if I'll make some more concrete mix, basically, and drop off some shit in the machine room. Those are done, but yeah. Not gonna worry about that. For 5 sands. 5 bit of stone. Bit more sand. Yep. I mean to do that. Couple of metal plates, I suppose. Alright, so that at least is done. The garage itself, just need to put the roof in. Alright, then. Top side of these. Wasn't actually that many zombies around. I'm still kind of curious if they actually drove that mini bike down there, or if they basically built it down there. I mean, both are viable options. Okay, so a bit more sand, a bit more gravel, and a bit more concrete. That should do. That should do. Wait, what? I just heard a hornet. Or some such. Another foggy day. Go figure. Well, gonna actually try. Well, we're done. And I keep picking it up. Yeah. It's home. We're actually gonna expand this quite a bit. Build farm up in the heights. Eventually. Just not gotten around to that yet. This does not seem safe. Okay, I do think we need to raise the roof a bit. So I think I answered that. I think someone built their mini bike downstairs. If there really wasn't any question, I'm pretty sure they built it downstairs. Because this does not seem safe. Yeah, it's 2 mods. Alright, so the 2 mods I got running is Live Free or Die and Compo Pack. And the Compo Pack, well, basically it's only server side. So you don't actually have to think about that. It's only Live Free or Die that needs to run on the client as well. And of course we made some changes to the recipes. Using a couple of custom recipes for various things. But yeah, in essence, there's only 2 mods running on the server. And they're quite easy to install as well, so. Still not found the nail gun yet. So still using this shitty ass hammer as its uses, but yeah. So if I'm correct, then this roof shouldn't actually need supports. Should just kind of be there or held up entirely by the roof itself, by the rock. So we'll see if that theory is correct, or if I actually need supports. Which would be kind of a pain, but hey, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. I don't really fully understand the structural integrity in this game sometimes. Sometimes it just kind of seems like it goes, that'll hold. And then it decides, nah, that won't hold actually. But they do make some rather crazy structures in stone, or some of the larger caves are actually pretty large, so I'll try another layer, try another row without actually reinforcing it. Probably should be good. Probably, I say. Well. Might as well reinforce this just because. Let's see, so it's 4. But it's well worth giving it a shot, Tim, if you want to have a look. Install is not too bad, and it does add quite a few things. I mean, as I briefly spoke about zombies, they're basically upgraded the Fatso to be a tank. And he'll explode just like the cop does when he explodes. Also takes a hell of a punch to kill. And yeah, the cop, he's upgraded. His acid spit can actually give you acid burns. Need to rinse that off with water or some such. And he also explodes, not as badly as the tank or the Fatso, but still pretty badass. So after I started playing with his mods, reinforced concrete is, well, pretty much the only thing you can build in, because everything else the zombies will eat for breakfast. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. We had a wood base, and a single Fatso will annihilate a single section of the wall if he's close to it. Or an entire section of the wall if he's close to it. Basically, it will take whatever, about 9 frames. So that is pretty nasty. And we have a weak north side, so we would actually have zombies pile in on the north side. Fatsos get right up to the walls, and we always spike our bases. But we find that if we're not actually on the wall killing the Fatsos, then they're gonna open up the path for the lesser zombies. They'll basically run and smash all the spikes there are in place. So yeah. Yeah, I thoroughly recommend it. It makes the game more challenging, and it needs to be. Also adds a bit more complexity to the game, so it's a good thing to try out. It's a good swap between, well, the only thing I could do to make our lives worse would be to turn on the zombies always run. Other than that, we were playing on max difficulty, and I mean, the first couple of maybe 30 days were fun, but after that it gets boring real quick. So after we found this mods, I was basically thinking about making a fresh start. We'd been playing with the Compo pack for quite a while, adds about 130 new buildings. I decided that I might as well try mods this time around, and so we did. I gotta say, I quite like it. It's makes the zombies move a little bit quicker during the daytime. Also adjusts their reach, and the crawler will 9 times out of 10 he'll snap your leg in two, because he's been coded to be a little bit more stealthy. Hornets will poison you. Fire dude will set you ablaze. If it hits you, he's almost running during the daytime. He's full on running during the nighttime, but he's almost running during the daytime. So it's a good mix, I'd say. And they add machines to the game, which is pretty nice. And tools wear down as you use them. Can only repair the fire axe now. Pickaxe actually has to be... well, you actually need to make a new one, basically. So, I think that's a good thing. I'm sure you can find machines to do some of the work for you, but they will only get you so far. And you also need to find the recipes for them as well. A whole lot of recipes, a couple of new guns added. Not that many guns though, but a couple. Alright, well that's that. I am done with that. Now we got a place to store our mini bikes. I do believe I saw... Yep, storage chests. Wait a minute, no, actually do still have planks, and I do have stone. So storage building, and I'll just grab one of these. Yep. Alright, so probably gonna need some doors here as well, but all in good time. Let's see, tungsten door. So I'm gonna need 3 of those. What's up, Lucifer? How you doing? Iron rods as well. Haha, exactly 9. And 12 forge iron. Gonna need a couple more metal plates. Yeah. So lump coal, shovel, and where is my anvil? Yeah, there we are. Might as well actually make a couple while we're at it. Haha! Glad to hear it, Lucifer. You decide on playing single player or multiplayer? Each one has its perks. Certainly does. Let's car batteries. Blow. Get the batteries that can hold up there. And let's see. Checking those. Couple of flawless batteries. Very squatty. Dope. Let's see. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's probably the best way to learn, actually. Getting in on, well, getting in on single player with easy settings and just kind of go from there. I mean, I'm still learning shit now and then from the game. I'm not fully learned yet. You might say. Not really any good ideas, but are you running with EAC? I mean, it could be that EAC is messing with your rig. I know it's happened to me, so I've actually started to play the game without EAC. And I found it to be better. So I don't know. Let's see, there we are. Well then, get that set in place. Well, it is almost fueled up and ready to go. Yeah, no problem, dude. I mean, that's one of the things that's been pestering me now and then. Not sure why it is, but it just kind of seems that way, that it's causing an issue. So, but if you play multiplayer, you still probably want to play with that, so... Players play it. Yeah. Yeah, I know a lot of people had issues with easy anti-cheat, and it's almost like you actually have to have it if you're playing on a public server. But then again, I don't, so don't really need it. If you play on private service, then it's generally not an issue. Also could be, well, I suppose it could be your settings as well. I mean, there's a lot of possibilities, really. It's not always easy to troubleshoot. I mean, I do invite some people along to play on the server now and then, if they've been on the stream for a bit. So, I mean, a lot of people that's played here. I mean, Gisela, Claire, she's streaming, and Teacup, he's been playing on our server for a bit. And Tarkin's been watching my stream for a bit. Same with Coldman and Elder Rider. I mean, they've been around for a bit. The rest are just my friends. It varies how much we play, though, and how often we play. Right now, I've been playing this game a lot. I know someone else is streaming. The Kane, he does actually allow people on. He does actually have multiple servers that people can join. I don't. I have turned it all off. These are my settings. Okay, I even run VSync off. I run with anti-aliasing off, and I run texture quality full. Reflection quality off, and reflective shadows off, water quality low, dynamic contrast is on, long view distance, field of view 60, blot distance 100%, no shadows, tree quality high, grass distance near, and motion blur off, and depth of field I've turned off because I never liked it. So I recommend just having a look at your video settings and decide what you want to have, basically. Because it kind of varies how much gain you can get from turning down some settings. But it'll basically tell you how much you can actually get. I mean, how much, well, not FPS, but it will tell you how much it strains your system. Ah, no problem, man. It's, if I can help people out, it's a skill. Well, de nada. Still worse. We got about 40 minutes that I need to bail, so I'm actually gonna try and head out for a bit to the wasteland, see what I can find. You know what, I'll drop this shovel down there. If the tunnel's actually tall enough to actually get out that way. Guess we're about to find out. Just a little bit dark. That is narrow. That is very narrow. Alright, it's all good. Mostly anyways. Alright, well this works, certainly. Hmm. Well, I suppose it's good to know exactly where I'm gonna go. Let's see here. Someplace I haven't been. What's a wasteland? It's a roll there that I didn't take. $17.32. Well, I suppose the best would be if I found a town or someplace where I could hold up for the night. Seeing as I have to bail in a bit. Guess we shall see. So I've been off work for about 2 weeks, give or take, and now heading back for my first shift after 2 weeks. It's gonna be weird. Then I'm working during the weekends. Friday, and Saturday, and Sunday. Lovely noise this. Wasteland off to my west. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing that you can't collide with trees as easily. Else I think I've been screwed a couple of times. And this is only a great engine even, so if I had a flawless engine, it would be so much quicker. Here's I'm actually gonna find something which I actually haven't found before. Never been in this direction, so... Oh, I kind of been way north, but... Actually, seems like it's driving in the mud, almost. Not sure if it's just because I'm off-road or what. Campsite. Can't actually recall if I actually found any good loot there. And it sounds like there's a building burning. Or to my north. Watering hole. Wow. Not much use for that. There's the lake. Actually not seen a lake in a while. I think this is actually the bunker. Yeah, this is the bunker. Painkillers, gear, yeah. I think that'll do. Did I repair this? Oh yeah, I did. It's actually kind of hard to see the black bar. Well, it's a bunker, I suppose. Bit of food. Nothing that we really want. Maintenance. And coal. Yeah, why not? We'll grab some of that, simply because it will give us a bit of poor shotgun. Huh. It's actually entirely broken. There's the ammo for it. Shotgun. File blaster. Well, I actually have to make me one of those one of these days. Live free or die. Home maintenance. Cool 11 and forge ahead. That's scrap as well. There's not much else here. There's actually an air duct going down here, but it's kind of a cool place. It's not really too fancy, but that's right for survival, I guess. Kinda hoping to find a town very soon, but it does sort of seem like my chances for that is kind of going away rather rapidly. Then again, if I find a town, I gotta kill a whole bunch of zombies before I'm fucking loot the place in peace. So that's actually a consideration as well. So I don't know. Does look like a town. Alright, well I guess we gotta be quick about this then. Nice of you to join us. Serpentine. Nearly. Cleaned out this town. I generally prefer to get to the towns early on before it's night, but in case we don't always have a say in the matter. So here's some sawboys around. Guess most of them are in buildings. Full bag, why not? Could actually make a first aid kit. Sounds like a crawler, but it's not. I think that's all of them. I did hear something shift. Mesliolet. Alright, so probably some zombies left in houses here and there. Muscle memory. Usually have my fire axe and the pickaxe. And yeah, whenever I make changes to that, my brain can't rewire. It's just one of those brains that just can't wrap its head around new changes like that. Had the same issue with keybinds in the past. Like for instance, when I was playing a lot of World of Warcraft, I could not get around new keybindings, even for new characters. I mean, different classes. Still had to have a similar setup as to what I was used to playing. No matter the class. Set up all the breads. Distilling for dump jets. No, there are not. I mean, the flawless tungsten pickaxe, that's from the mod. it has a durability of 750. So that means that I can hit things for 750 times before it breaks. It also has a very high instant damage. Fire axe can be repaired, but yeah. It's part of Live Free or Die mod. Wait, did I complete this thing? I was get sidetracked. Oh, I'm so used to there being a gun safe up there. But yeah, this is the there's a small bug with the mod, so it does seem like they're, well, the quality seems like it's black. It is flawless though, so they might have screwed something up when they were putting together the new patch for this mod. And ever since I updated, it's always shown as black. Yep. But as you play the game, you will rise in level, and everything that you craft from then on out will be of a higher quality. Can't remember exactly how the math behind it goes, but basically as you get up in level, you'll be able to craft better and better things. And it's all based on level. Same thing with the loot. Reason why I'm destroying trash piles? Well, I kind of want to stop spawning entirely. I mean, if I like this idea of having to move around looking for loot, and there's no incentive to move around if you can just go back into a place and yeah, scavenge through that shit for a second time. I mean, in a situation like this, I mean, if you'd gone through a town, that would be empty, and I kind of like that. I like that idea, at least. So I don't want the loot to respawn. I mean, I set it as high as I could, which is 96 days. So the loot won't respawn for 96 days. So whatever we find outside, well, from 96 days from now on, this loot will respawn. So I just basically want our, yeah, gameplay experience to be kind of like that, where if we gone through a town, there's nothing left there. There's no point to go back, and we kind of have to keep searching further and further away from base. Why else would we actually have a minibike? That's just my thought. But that's at least the gameplay I'm looking for. That's just a personal opinion. Let's see. I do know that some people were saying that it's possible to turn off the loot spawns entirely, somehow. It's not a server config file setting, at least. That much was apparent, because I kind of gone through that a couple of times, trying to find out if I could. But I wasn't able to find anything, so I don't know if there's some other file I need to find that allows me to do what I want. But yeah, I actually haven't found it yet, so kind of half assumed that it's not possible. But normally I would never actually check the kitchen like this, simply for the fact that at this stage in my gameplay or playthrough, I generally don't have a need to find any kind of shitty ass food in any kind of kitchen, and we usually have iron production, so don't need short iron pipe, and I'm generally not scrounging for scrap either. Heard a zombie. Don't see him though. Time to get some of these things back to the bike. Well, I mean, I could be playing with even worse settings, like zombies would always run, but that is a little bit too steep, at least for my taste, for the time being anyways. I mean, I think that would be a challenge as well, but I think this that would be the last ditch attempt, for me at least, to kind of keep my interest up for the game as a whole. So, but yeah, I was actually thinking about it a while back that I would basically add it as a thing to kind of keep my interests peaked. But it's a pretty heavy step up from everything else that you're used to, because normally, you know, you could outrun zombies. Not so if you're, well, you could probably still outrun them, but if you're out of wind already, then you're gonna be screwed. So there's something about that. Might actually do that at some point in time, but it's not gonna be anytime soon. Oop. Broke something. But early on, it's just nice to kind of get a bearing of how to survive. I mean, that's the most essential, and if you can enjoy the game, or as long as you enjoy the game with the settings that you have, then that's perfectly fine. For me, I just kind of feel like I have to have some sense of struggle to keep playing, because, well, yeah, else I'm just gonna get bored. And sooner or later, you'll have tons of resources. You'll have a nice looking base, and yeah, I mean, as soon as you get your farm up, well, once you get your farm up, and once you get your what? Some errors floating my way. Once you get your farm up, and once you find a mine, those are two points, or two kind of thresholds which you reach, and after that the game for me generally takes a dive, because as soon as we find a mine, we usually have enough gunpowder. It also means that we can create as much ammo as we want, and yeah, those kind of things just all the things that you needed to do early on becomes like afterthought, kinda. Like you would actually go into town, it's like, oh nice, I found simple bandage, or I even found a bandage or first aid kit or something. And all of those things that you get as you play. I mean, the scavenging is always fun, because trying to find new parts and better parts. Right now the shotgun's, well, shotgun's flawless. I actually think it's fully, yeah, it's fully flawless. And I got a pretty nice assault rifle, which is, well, in the mod, but yeah. So I'm not struggling in any sense, shape or form in terms of staying kind of, well, armed. No gun safe, but hey. You do get different priorities as you kind of level up and as you play a bit. I think the only constant thing that you kind of keep track of is finding a mine. I mean, early on when you're playing, you want to grab all the empty cans and all the schematics you can get. You do wanna get all of that, which you can, and kind of, well, keep expanding your knowledge about stuff that you can do in the game world. So early game, I scrap all the weapon parts that I'm not gonna use. Yeah, it's a good, good one. Not a bad priority. But what I generally find in regular game, as soon as I have a shotgun and I can get a hold of lead, which is usually rather easy, I'm kinda done. Again. So I always grab all the paper I can to be able to supply myself with shotgun ammo. And after a certain amount of time, then that's all I need, and yeah, that's it. No, I've not found you a sniper yet, and it probably won't be today. But we'll see. I've not been scavenging much as of late. So there's still hope. It's just a matter of pushing the boundaries of where we've been. Keep going. Actually found it in a gun safe in one of the wastelands, actually. Or actually both of them. So. And that's me having to leave. Alright, so thanks for watching the stream. I need to get going. Starting work in 20 minutes. It's gonna take me about 10 minutes to get there and 10 minutes to prepare. So I shall return at some point in the future. And I'll catch you all later. Have a good one.